is Yichus, right, lineage worth anything at all? Right. So I often quip maybe a little bit cynically, that all Yichus tells you is that somebody who came before you or somebody who came after you is important. Doesn't tell you anything about yourself at all. Right. And that might well be the lesson, right? The message of a strange addition in Parshas Vayakel. All right, so everybody knows, right? They're building the Mishkan, and it is Bitzalel. Bitzalel is the master craftsman, right? The one charged by God to build the Mishkan, right? To oversee the work, right? The stitching and the dyeing and everything that has to go together, the building. He's the guy, right? He's got Ruach Hashem and everything unbelievable, right? But when we look at Bitzalel, as he's told us, as he's introduced in the parsha, right? This is in chapter 35, Perek Lamed Hey, verse 34, Pasuk Lamed Daled. Ulahorot Natan Belibo, right? That Hashem gave this ability to teach, to show the people what to do. Hu ve'ohaliyav ben Achisamach l'matei dan. Right? It is Bitzalel and Ohaliav, the son of Achisamach, to the tribe of Dan. Who is that? Nobody knows. Right? What is his? Right? What is his value? What is his role? Nobody knows. But he's given. Is he given to Bitzalel? Is he also helping? Is he also, right? But he's there. Right? You find the same thing, even more striking, right? When they're first introduced last week in Parshas Kitisa. Right? There it says also, Vani hinena tati ito, I gave to Bitzalel at Ohaliab ben Achisamach l'matei Dan. Ohaliab, the son of Achisamach l'matei Dan. Right? He's almost this afterthought, but he's put in there. We don't know what he's doing. Right? Bitzalel is described to us as Bitzalel is the son of Uri, the son of Hur, to the tribe of Yehuda. All right, we get his lineage all the way back. Bitzalel is connected to Hur, right? Right, of Aaron and Hur holding up Moshe's hands together. This significant personality from a significant tribe, the tribe of Yehuda, of leadership. Ohaliab's father was Achisamach. We don't go back any further. The tribe of Dan, right? Not the most important, nothing against Dan, but not the most important tribe at all, right? There are those who try to explain, right, technically why we need a second person. The Medrash says you can't have an appointment over the people for less than two, so there's got to be somebody, right? It could be a nobody. We don't care who he is, not worth anything, but there needs to be at least two people. But Rashi says that Ohaliab is chosen to teach us an incredibly important lesson, right? And Rashi highlights the fact that Dan is a child of the Shvachot, right? Dan did not come from Rachel or Leah, from the primary wives. He came from, right, the subpar wives, the concubines possibly. Right? He's a child of the maidservant. He's not from good lineage. He has nobody important in his bloodline. Right? We don't know who Achisamach is, except that he's the father of Ohaliab. But Rashi says Hashem chooses him to stand right alongside Bitzalel. Bitzalel, who was descendant from Hur, the great tribe of Yehuda, to teach us that they're actually identical, right? Bitzalel and Ohaliab serve the same purpose. They both have the same talents. They are both going to help the people and build this Mishkan, right? Rashi actually quotes the following pasuk from Eov to explain why he's there, and that in English, because you can't read anything in Eov in Hebrew. Well, you could, but difficult. In English, he is not partial to princes. The noble are not preferred to the wretched, for all of them are the work of his hands being Hashem's hands. right? HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't care if you're from a noble family or a quote-unquote wretched family. He doesn't care if you're a prince or you're the child of a maidservant. Every human being is created by HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and therefore every human being is equal, right? Everyone is created, B'Tselem Elokim. You have inherent value, you have inherent worth. Lineage doesn't mean anything to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And when we stand in the Mishkan, where God's presence fills this space, and we are supposed to be humbled, Yichus means nothing, right? And therefore, time and time and time again, every time Betzalel shows up, there is Ohaliav to remind us you don't have to be Betzalel, the grandson of Hur, from the tribe of Yehuda, to be an important person. You don't. You just have to be Ohaliav. Without the Yichus, but with smart and with talent and with desire to serve. That's all HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from you, right? And therefore Rashi says he comes literally to teach us that lesson. Yichus isn't what you think it is. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Every human being is important, and that's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants you to know. That is an incredibly important lesson. With that, I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.